Hey there, YouTube. This is Diorce here. So I've been watching a couple documentaries about the whole incident that's not being covered over there about South Africa. Now they're kind of going through a bit of a, I guess you could say, more of a race-based civil war. The Zulu tribesmen, or the descendants of the Zulu tribesmen, are claiming that the whites down there stole the land and they're trying to take it back and all this other garbage. So, yeah, forgive me for the piss poor video quality. I am kind of on the road, so there's really no fancy dancy effects or anything. Not that my videos were all that great to begin with. But it got me thinking, because we are really on the precipice of a possible civil war here, and that's, honest to God, that's what the left wants. That's what the powers that be want. They want chaos, they want mayhem, so that America might fall. And honestly, it's got me thinking, if the balloon ever goes up, how am I getting back home? Since I'm on the road and everything now, thanks to my changing careers. So, trying to throw together here a little, I guess you could call it an inch bag, E&E, bug out bag, whatever. It's all the same thing. It's a bag with very limited survival essentials jammed into a bag. Honestly, guys, I think the whole idea is kind of half-assed at best. It's a really flawed idea. The idea that you're going to only have whatever it is that you can carry on your back. I've never been a huge proponent of bug out bags, survival bags, whatever the hell you want to call them, because in the end, like I said, whatever you have is whatever you can carry on your back. If I'm gonna bug out, which honest to God, bugging out is not my first choice, but if I'm gonna bug out, I'm gonna have a vehicle when I do it, so I can carry a little bit more stuff than I can carry on my back. The other thing too with a vehicle, you can go a little bit further than you can on two legs. I don't know, like I said, I really need to get into this this whole topic here of the bug out bag. Okay, so like I said, it's a flawed idea at best. Like I said, the thing that you're going to be able to carry a whole bunch of shit with you, and you're going to be able to survive in the wild indefinitely, is complete utter nonsense. Okay. Right now, the bag I'm getting put together right now, I've only got about 10 days worth of food. 9 to 10 days worth of food if I can really ration it out, okay? Which, I hope to God I do have that discipline, but, it's hard to say. The reason why I've got so much food jammed in this bag is because, like I said, I drive trucks for a living now, and so I'm going to be on the road. So if and when the balloon goes up, I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea where I'm going to be in the country if and when it does happen. And actually, I do say when, because it will happen. I have no idea when, but it will happen. It won't be by my choice. I've got to have something put together, some sort of contingency plan put together so I can get back home. Like I said, from a realistic standpoint, I mean, just on a self-assessment for myself, but I mean, just in general, your odds of surviving out in the woods are really, really thin. Even, like I said, your hardcore, like I said, your veterans, your Marines out there, even those guys, I guarantee you, they'll admit that it's a really tough living. And even those guys on the front lines, they get resupply. You know, it's not like they carry, you know, it's not like they have a pack here and that's it, you know, that's all they have, but they do eventually get a resupply. And that's the problem that I'm running into here. And that's the problem I see with these stupid bug out bags, these inch bags. There's no resupply. Like I said, what you have is what you have. That's it. You know, once that food's gone, it's gone. Once you've used your last match, that's it. You know, you're gonna have to be creative and figure out ways of obtaining food, obtaining water, making fire, making shelter. Even the pioneers, they couldn't, like I said, even the pioneers, they couldn't depend on game meat, you know, going out hunting and fishing, you know, solely dependent on just getting game meat. Like it was, yeah, like I said, it was a tough living for them too. So, like I said, the challenge is trying to get a few days worth of supplies. I honestly think this whole idea is kind of a bust and probably a waste of my time and energy and my money. I've put together bug out bags before just to have a bag for, mostly the bags I put together were bags that mostly sat in the vehicles. They were get home bags. You know, they gave me with, you know, they provide me with at least 2 or 3 days worth of supplies. Just very, very basic supplies to get me home. Mostly food. This one, gosh dang, this is a bit of a challenge. Because not only do I need to have that food in there, but I gotta have water, and very least a way of purifying more water down the road. I was gonna try to put one of those survival straws in there, but not only is the price, like, not only is this already getting pretty expensive, but what was it? The channel, one of the channels I like to watch, the guy by the name of Nut Fancy, you know, he has this little saying of, was it size, weight, and usability? Yeah, the size is there. Unfortunately for the survival straw, it's, I don't know, as much stuff as I'm getting jammed in this bag, there's not going to be enough room for one of those life straws, so yeah. And they're only good for up to about, I think it's like 200 or 300 gallons of water, so unfortunately I'm going to have to forgo the life straw. So we're going to do a little bit more older fashioned method of using 2-part potassium, the potassium and iodine pills to purify the water. It's also a little bit cheaper too. For the price of one of them life straws, I could buy 6 bottles of those freaking potassium pills. The other thing too is, like I said, this bag so far, what I've got in here, it's mostly hygiene related items and just change of clothes. Like, I've literally got everything, like everything right now is down to just 1 change of clothes and 3 changes of underwear and 3 changes of socks. I really wanted to have actually 5 changes of underwear and at least 4 changes of socks, but there's just not enough space in there, and this bag is already incredibly heavy. And on top of that, I got the sleeping bag too. I might have to figure out something else. I might end up having to leave the sleeping bag, unfortunately. If things ever got real bad and if I had to abandon my truck, which I hope to God I don't, but let's say EMP, okay, worst case scenario, EMP, okay, I had to leave this truck, I might actually have to leave this bag too. But I'm going to try to see if we can get this all buttoned up here. I was originally going to try to put a 1-gallon jug of water in there, but it's just not, literally there's not enough space, and this bag is incredibly heavy. I've got 8 of those U.S. government issue military grade MREs in there, and then I got some Indian beans and lentils packed up in some little packs that are in there too. And yeah, like I said, it's already freaking heavy. Like, the food probably takes up at least a third of the bag at a minimum. So, yeah, I'll try to see what I can do. But yeah, like I said, that's my opinion about the bug out bags. They're a waste of time. They're a waste of money. Like I said, I know I'm not the first one saying this. I know I've heard Mike Helton and Survival mention the same thing about bug out bags. They are a complete waste of time. Honest to God, I'd rather have, if I was gonna bug out, I'd rather have all my stuff packed up in the back end of my pickup truck. If I really, honest to God, had to bug out, I would rather have it packed up in a vehicle. You can go a lot further in a vehicle. You can carry a lot more stuff in a vehicle. Ain't no way in hell that anybody can realistically go out in the woods and Rambo it up. Okay, like I know there's a lot of the wannabe survivalists out there that literally they only go as far as to have like a 3-day emergency pack, and they think, oh, okay, I'll just throw my pack on, grab my rifle, and run out to the woods, and everything will be good. Okay, you and everybody else, and on top of that, you're gonna run out of food real quick. Don't think for one moment that you're going to be able to go out there and hunt and fish, because everybody else is going to be doing the exact same thing. Every bird in the sky that's going to be flying is going to be dead. Like I said, what the heck was John from the Prepared Mind channel, like he says, if it flies, it dies. So yeah, every bird would be dead, every deer would be shot. Every fish in the river, lake, pond, and streams will be fished right out. That is, if anybody can find them. A lot of these people that want to be survivalists, they don't practice any of this stuff anyway. They don't practice hunting. They don't practice proper fishing techniques. So even if the fish were still in the river, even if the deer, the rabbits, the birds, the wildlife are still out in the forest and everything, a lot of people don't know the proper hunting and trapping techniques, and if they do, they don't practice them. I can say I'm guilty of not practicing them. I know a few, but not a lot. That's why going out in the woods in the first place is not my MO. My MO is to stay at home, protect the house, protect what's mine. And then if things really get bad, then pack up the truck and leave. But yeah, this is my opinion about the bug out bags. Yeah, you guys say what you want, but that's me. I'm out. Later.